I discovered my wife exchanging filthy messages with her married boss, ridiculing our life together while finalizing plans to hook up during a fake wellness retreat. When I trapped them both in their deception, she had the nerve to claim it was merely harmless flirting. I have been married to Isabella for 5 years. We met through mutual friends, tied the knot in our late 20s, and bought a high-rise condo in downtown Seattle. She worked as a senior strategy consultant for a prestigious firm, while I worked from home as a freelance architect. I made her a complex green smoothie every morning at 5:30 a.m. I picked up her dry cleaning twice a week because she insisted the delivery services wrinkled her silk blouses. For her upcoming 30th birthday in October, I had spent $2,000 booking her a 4-day solo wellness retreat in Sedona, Arizona, something she had hinted she needed for burnout. She practically tackled me with hugs when I showed her the confirmation email. 3 weeks before the trip, she was at a Saturday morning spin class. Before leaving, she had asked me to log into her desktop computer in the guest room to locate our 2024 tax documents for a mortgage refinance. She gave me her master password. I opened her browser, and a pinned tab for WhatsApp Web was flashing with new notifications. I was just trying to close the window to get to her local file, but a message popped up from a contact saved as Voter Outreach 2026. The preview read, "Can't wait to lock the door in Arizona." My stomach dropped to the floor. I clicked the tab. The chat history stretched back 6 months, containing over 800 messages with a man named Nathan. He was a local city councilman she was consulting for, currently running a high-profile campaign for state senate on a strict family-first platform. I had shaken his hand at a charity gala in December. His wife, who was publicly battling and recovering from breast cancer, had been standing right beside him. The messages began as standard campaign logistics, but devolved quickly. By month 3, they were coordinating afternoon hookups at a Marriott across town. By month 5, they were mocking me. "He's blending my kale right now, Nathan. He's practically a trained golden retriever. Did he really pay for the Sedona villa? Every penny. I'll make sure to sound very relaxed when I call him from your bed." In one exchange, Nathan complained that his wife's oncology follow-ups were emotionally draining him. Isabella had responded with a heart emoji and the words, "That's why you need a real escape next month." I sat in her ergonomic desk chair, my hands numb, and read the entire log. When the front door unlocked and Isabella walked in, flushed and sweaty from her workout, I swiveled the monitor to face the doorway. She stopped dead in her tracks. Her water bottle slipped and hit the hardwood floor. "Listen," she blurted out. I stood up. "Are you taking the 990 Delta flight to Phoenix next Thursday?" She swallowed hard. "It's just workplace banter to keep a high-profile client attached. It means nothing." I grabbed my car keys. I told her we were going for a drive. She refused until I mentioned that Nathan was currently hosting a $200 a plate donor brunch at the King Street Banquet Hall, and I was willing to show up alone and project her chat history onto the presentation screen. She got in the car. We parked outside the banquet hall at 11:45 a.m. I told Isabella to text him to step out into the lobby. A few minutes later, Nathan emerged in a tailored navy suit, checking his phone. He looked up, saw me standing next to his lead consultant, and all the color drained from his face. "Your wife's email is listed on your public campaign registry," I said. "I am sending her a PDF of your voter outreach chats at noon, unless you call her right now and confess." Nathan panicked. He started stammering about his polling numbers, his donors, his sick wife's fragile state. Isabella grabbed my arm in the lobby. "You are literally destroying my career over a fantasy roleplay. This is insane." I looked at Nathan, who was shaking, and then at my wife, who was still trying to gaslight me in public. I turned around and walked out the glass doors. I drove back to our condo alone. I packed my clothes, my servers, and my architectural blueprints into my SUV. I emailed the landlord to remove myself from the lease. At 8 p.m., my phone buzzed. It was Nathan's campaign manager, calling to beg me to sign a non-disclosure agreement because Nathan had suffered a panic attack and confessed everything to his wife, who had immediately locked him out of their house and called her sister. I hung up and blocked the number. Isabella texted me from a hotel, begging for couples counseling, swearing she would drop him as a client. I never replied. In the center of our kitchen island, I left the balsa wood model of the custom home we were supposed to build in Bellevue next spring. I left it perfectly intact, with my silver wedding band resting on the miniature front porch.